BabyChakra community live sessions. I am Dr. Pooja, your host for this session, and with me joining is Dr. Rajasree. We are going to talk about a very simple yet a very understanding topic, which is body aches during pregnancy. And we all have experiences. Some of us are experiencing, and some of have us have experienced this in the past. Body aches are very quite normal, but to the extent of pain that we a body needs to understand, and for us to reach out to a doctor, Dr. Rajashree is going to answer a few questions for us today. So I welcome Dr. Rajashree to this platform, and we are good to begin. How are you doing, Dr. Rajashree?
Thank you, Dr. Pooja. I'm very glad and happy that I got this opportunity to have a live session with Baby Chakra, which is helping a lot of mothers over there, including myself. Okay, and then about me, I am Dr. Rajasree. I am a physical therapist, and I'm running a clinic in Bangalore, Yelchinahalli. It is Trident Prime Healthcare. And we've been having a lot of cases coming with the antenatal issues and postnatal care, how it has to be done. So I was very fascinated to grab this opportunity to be a part of your team.
Right. So, Dr. Rajashree, when we basically, when good news is being expected by the family, and the mother is expecting mother is in that growing phase of life, she complains of a small tits and bits of body being aching. So,
Yes.
how normal should we treat this, and how and when is the time to call the doctor? Can you please help us over here?
Sure. So having body aches and pains in pregnancy is completely normal. So again, do not panic at this point of time. Your body is preparing your baby to grow safe inside you, right? And then normally on the 14th week, after 14th week is where normally the minor pains in the body starts. You will have a lot of muscle aches, especially in the lower back, your abdomen, your inner thighs, your legs, sometimes shooting pain because when your uterus develops, what happens, your pelvic area also gets expanded. It may put a little pressure on your lower back, which can cause a lot of nerve impingement, which ends up into sciatica, right? And then do not worry about this. This is just a temporary fix.
ओके बट जब ये पेन बॉडी में आता है सम मदर्स टेक इट अप वेरी वेल सम मदर्स आर कंप्लेनिंग कि उनको सोने में तकलीफ हो रही है या बैठने में तकलीफ हो रही है सो एनी काइंड ऑफ रेमेडियल मेथड्स विच यू homely methods which you can suggest how to ease this pain of when they are facing such
Sure.
problems.
Sure. So having this kind of pains, even I myself have experienced this. The only thing is that you have to keep yourself active. Nowadays, our sedentary lifestyle has made our body very weak, and especially during pregnancy. Imagine this kind of lifestyles have actually already had made your body so weak that now that hormonal changes that your body is having, this is causing a lot of. It will make your ligaments to actually relax to support the joints, right?
Correct.
And so at that point of time, only thing can do is like a very good hot water shower and then concentrated bedside exercises during the initial phase if you do not have any complication. If you are advised that okay, you are not supposed to do this, so consult a physical therapist who is specialized in the OBG and gynec, right? So they can help you out to have a screening on you and make sure that you are going to a smooth phase of pregnancy.
Right. Dr. Rajashri, when it comes to, body pains, a few moms have been told कि उनको bed rest लेना पड़ता है due to their pregnancy situations. तो उस वक्त वो बहुत ज़्यादा कंप्लेन करती है कि हम लोग ज़्यादा टाइम बेड पे सो नहीं सकते, बैक एक हो जाता है. Plus,
Correct.
a few people who have been working during pregnancy, they have a lot of complaint कि उनके leg pain होते हैं. So how
Mhm.
do we address these two different situations? क्या कर सकते हैं
The
इसके लिए?
major thing is that for the people who are working, the only way to relax yourself is once you're back. I mean, ergonomic changes, first thing. Okay, there are few things that you can do in your office space. I mean, if you will have to sit for a longer time. So here what happens is like you are extremely putting the weight on your tailbone here. Got it.
Achha.
So this is your pelvis region. So you when you're putting pressure more on over your tailbone, what happens? It is going to compress the disc, which I mean the nerves which is compensating the disc area, so you have to make sure that you are not you are making the ergonomical changes like having a coccyx pillow, that can actually help the spine not to be stressed too much so that you can get into a normal way of having without a painless without a painful sleep, in the night. For the people who are housewives, right? If
Hmm.
you are asked for bed rest, I would want you to please do minor changes in your sleeping positions, and again mild static exercises that your physical therapist or your gynaec would advise you. And heating pads, it helps a lot. Heat or cold, depending on the temperature again that you
Right.
want to choose. But heating pad actually soothes and relaxes your muscles a lot and can relieve a lot of pain. One main thing is that you are not supposed to apply, do the application of hot pack directly on your abdomen more than 5 minutes.
Okay, that's a
So,
very valid point that you have suggested out of
yes,
here.
it is because to avoid any this thing, intrauterine temperature cannot go high, which can harm your child. Okay,
Okay.
even for the back, it should be maximum of 10 minutes of time. That should be good
Right.
enough for the muscles to relax.
Right. This brings me to one of the instances I remember during my journey of when I was expecting my first child, and it was around 5th to 6th month that transition. I
Mm-hmm.
had a sharp shooting pain near the ribs.
Okay.
And okay, and the similar cases, I understood that many moms ask me the same question on the app as well. So we have moms who are commenting on us of on our session live, and I would like to take this question कि ribs and
Yes.
intercostal muscles के वहाँ पे अगर pain होता है, तो how
Mm.
do we what is the way to have a relief over there, because इतना चुभने जैसा pain होता है और उसको
चुभने
हम
जैसे
बहुत
पेन
दूर से
होता है,
करते हैं.
एंड
Correct.
स्पेशली दैट हैपेंस इन द अपर thoracic region से लेके
Yes.
आपको एब्डोमेन तक आ जाते हैं. It is because your abdomen is actually getting crushed, it is
Okay.
coming up because of the size of the uterus. The
Acha.
major thing that you can do is like practice a lot of breathing exercises at that point of time, which is going to help you a lot. Let it be. There are different types. So as I told you, your professional has to guide you through it. If you
Acha.
try doing it by yourself and something you end up having something else, that is not advisory. So directly, you will have to contact your OBG or your physical therapist to help you out with this. But then do not worry, breathing exercises to a great extent help you a lot. Also, the antenatal stretches, depending
Acha.
on which trimester you are in, because
Mm-hmm.
each trimester has different levels of exercises.
Right.
Right?
And yes, thank you so much. And
No
one
problem.
more very common question which the mothers ask. I just got it from a mother right now. She's saying that, I am in my 36th to 37th week, and
Mhm.
there is a massive pain in my vagina. And
Okay.
I am not able to understand why this pain is there. So can you please help me out over here? How can the pain be reduced? Is there any medication?
Yes, so the vaginal pain, please do not worry. I would want no, I would want all mothers to understand this. ये बहुत normal सी process है, and then your body changes हो जाती है, and do not worry about it. Vaginal pain is because of your uterus being pressurized inside the pelvis. Pelvis is a small area. When your uterus get pushes it a lot to help your child, you will definitely have a pain over there. Do not worry. The way I myself have experienced it. Okay, and then the way you can avoid this, or the pain is constant. Always, whenever you are sitting, so sitting to lying down में बहुत ज़्यादा दिक्कत होती है इस चीज में, right? So
Right.
तब
Right.
आपको करना इतना ही है कि आपको बीच में पिल्लो रखनी है, अपनी घुटने के बीच में पिल्लो रखनी है. I hope everybody is able to understand what I am talking. This thing. So घुटने के बीच में पिल्लो रख के आपको दोनों पैर ऊपर उठा के उसी के साथ स्क्वीज करते ही आपको टर्न करनी है. So
Okay.
and so that will help you a lot. So to
Hmm.
avoid that pain and pressure in that inguinal area. Got it.
Okay.
And then another way is like again hot water. You can have a hot water with a little salt so that there is no infection which is happening to you. right? So you
Achha.
can put a lukewarm water, put Epsom salt or some good sea salt, pure ones, and then you can sit on it for some time to release the vaginal muscles. And it is very
Okay.
common. Okay, do not worry.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Yes.
One more question is that a mother who is a 9 month, expecting mom, and she has pain in her feet,
Huh.
and she has been using these slip-ons. So, is this the correct footwear? Number one, and she's asking how can she reduce this pain because by the end of the day, the heels are aching too much and the pain is very unbearable. So, what
The pain in the
ways?
feet, if there is a swelling, please understand this is just very temporary again because of the fluid retention. You are getting this pain. Got it? So the major thing is that ankle pumping is one way to reduce the swelling and also the pain. It will it will reduce the pain. Try not to put a lot of weight thinking that whatever you're eating is going to the child. No, it's not that way. You do have supplements to avoid to nourish your child inside. Eat,
Correct.
eat moderately. Do not put on weight first thing. That is one way majorly that you have to take care. Another thing is that as you already have swelling and pain in the feet, sometimes it could be because of the nerve impingement which is happening on the lower back because of the pressure that is falling on it. You know.
Achha.
So वहाँ पे क्या होते हैं कि so I hope this is visible. So these
Yes,
discs
yes.
and this spinal canal, right? So यहाँ पे जो अपनी nerves जो यहाँ पे start होते हैं, ये सब supply होती है अपनी feet पर. For your
Okay.
lower limbs. So any compression here can also cause the pain. So do not worry. In such condition, you just need to rest for some time, keeping the pillow beneath your feet and your knees. You are not supposed to sleep straight at this point of time for a longer time. In that time, so for that instance, you have to just turn to your left. It's always advisory to sleep on the left.
On the left side.
Yes, yes, that will nourish you. It is safe for the mother and also the child. For the proper circulation to happen. Another thing is and keeping the feet. Keeping the pillow between the legs again when you're sleeping on the side can ease a lot of pain. And ankle pumping is one major thing that you need to take care to avoid your pain.
Okay. So, doctor, that brings me to the last question for this session.
Yes.
Is wearing flat heels or slip-ons? Is it advice for during pregnancy? Because I have read that it also causes helps in pain increasing the pain during the
Yes.
pregnancy. So, is it correct? And what is the solution for it?
Okay, so during pregnancy, the feet pain that you're causing, right? And you think that slip-ons are actually very soft ones. So
Yes.
here, what is happening? Your center of gravity is already being pushed forward. You got it because
Correct.
of your abdomen growth that is happening during pregnancy. So at that point, when you're trying to wear this kind of soft cushioned one, you are going to give a resistance by the slipper itself
Huh.
against the gravity. So you should
Hmm.
try to avoid it. Rather use a normal. I don't mind if you're wearing a paragon also.
Acha.
That is, something which will not repel your body weight. So that is how you will it will cause a lot of pain whenever you are walking around, it increases the pain. So you have to avoid that. Rather, you use the flat ones are always advised for the pregnancy part. You cannot use the high heels or the medium heels. Also, try to avoid it as much as possible because your center of gravity has been shifted from your pelvic region to your abdomen. The abdomen itself, right? So, or
Yes.
towards the front. So, try to avoid such kind of slippers and no high heels. But then again, not even hard. The normal, comfortable flat heel should be good enough for you to sustain.
Okay. So, Dr. Rajasree, this was a very interesting conversation. I had a lovely way interacting with you and and understood that pain management in pregnancy is really possible. But if you can help me with a few takeaways for this session, it would be lovely for these moms who have been asking us questions during this live.
Okay. So the first thing is that please understand this is a natural process. Everybody has taken it like the most of the care. I mean, I wouldn't say patient, most of the moms who is preparing themselves for the pregnancy, they had come to me and it's like they were complaining this as an illness. Please first make your mind understand that this is just a natural process. Your body changes are for good. Again, the aches can be taken care of. I mean, if the body aches, understand the pain and the ache first, right? Ache is something which is a soreness throughout the body,
Yes.
and pain is something which is localized, like your vaginal pain, your inner thigh region, your back pain, and all this. A very good hot water shower can actually ease your pain overall, and also keeping yourself active is very important. You have to do active exercises. Please do not, restrict yourself only to the bed. Please try
Hmm.
to be active during pregnancy. More active you are, more good you are actually, having your pregnancy phase. Otherwise,
Right.
you will get into more complication postnatal.
Right.
You got it?
Yes. So thank you, Dr. Rajashree, for taking time of your from your busy schedule and helping us with these lovely trip tips and tricks, which have definitely helped our mom to understand that body aches during pregnancy is a very common thing which happens, and there is a good solution if taken with care.
Yes,
And the way you have helped us that for the mothers who advance in their pregnancy, and from 6 months to 9 months, the last trimester where we are looking forward for a healthy weight gain, and the pain would also be more experienced, your tips are definitely going to be worthy for them. So thank you for joining us for this live session. It was lovely having you on board.
thank you so much for, and I'm really, it was my pleasure to be a part of this wonderful group of mothers here. And being a mother of two children, I also had gone through all these things. Kindly do not, I mean, do not restrict yourself to the bed. That is my major thing to say. Kindly keep yourself active, have safe pregnancy, and may your postnatal be also as good as possible.
Yes, definitely. Many of the moms could relate their personal stories because this is a
Yes,
very common topic of,
yes,
gossip amongst moms. Thank you so
exactly.
much.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.